Hey everybody, it's Dan back with another episode of Factorio Megabase version 2. So, busy evening, I guess. Assassin's Creed Odyssey releases tonight. Unfortunately, I think I bought the Steam version, which won't allow me to play until like 10 a.m., even though it's early access and all that. And I am going to attempt Space Engineers as well. I'm downloading that. Hopefully, it doesn't interfere with my stream. It's kind of a Factorio-ish type game. It's a build things a little bit more hands-on. It's kind of more like the very early game of Factorio where you're constructing things by hand. But you have like a welder and a saw and all that kind of stuff. So we'll probably be looking at that later. I don't really have a clue how to play it. I've been watching videos on YouTube and it looks pretty neat. And it's kind of got the same ramp up as Factorio. Like, first, you're building your little station and your little base and your little bigger and better cutters and diggers and miners and storage facilities and God, I don't know. I mean, I really have no idea what you can ramp up to, but I mean, I've seen some builds of things where it's big giant stations, and imagine you could build star destroyers like Star Wars or even a Death Star. I don't know. I mean, I know it would take massive resources or something, and who knows, but that potential seems like it's there. Anyways, so we've been working towards space science. We've built our first rocket control unit, outposts. We've left room for a couple more at least. Our space science build maybe going to go there. I'd like to kind of quote direct insert the rocket control units into it. They don't need to literally go anywhere else. So what we need is probably low density structures, rocket fuel, probably on the opposite side. And then down in this area we're working on satellite stuff, accumulators, solar panels, and radars, and seems like I'm forgetting something. No, that's pretty much it. I mean, we'll need the low density structures, we'll need the rocket fuel, but the solar panels, and it's pretty much the, and radars. So we'll need to finish that part of the satellite build-up that's separate from, the rocket parts, which are low density structures, rocket control units, and rocket fuel. So rocket fuel is an oil build. It's kind of like my petroleum build here. But instead of outputting petroleum, it outputs rocket fuel. So basically it turns all the stuff from refineries into solid fuel, and then the solid fuel into rocket fuel. So that's what that does. And these trains load so fast when you have a setup like this. It's pretty amazing. Anyways, so we're gonna, I know we're gonna have to build this up, because when I did accumulators, they sucked on the batteries, and the batteries sucked on the sulfuric acid, which then sucked on the petroleum gas. So it was kind of fun, but which shows that we're going to need some more builds. Once we get, this whole space science outpost satellites going, it's going to consume resources at a massive rate. Thinking of resources, we do have this coal. Where is it? Yes, we were looking at this yesterday, and the train has finally picked up everything from it. So, actually, I've already marked it as empty. I don't know why I didn't take it off your arm. Well, it's gone off your arm now. So that's something we will clean up at some point. Don't really have a specific item to build. I mean, I want to keep these resources available, but we do want to put a solar panel build in this area. And radars. We built a new landfill build down here. It's kind of a weird little thing here. There's no sense of putting speed modules in this. Maybe you might put it in the miners, but speed modules themselves would benefit this not at all, because these are half-second crafts. Literally, the longest part is getting the ore into the things. And it looks like we mine that up. And we could probably pull that out. Yeah, it's too bad that that stone can't then be put. Sorry, I had to mute there a second. Anyways, stone's not being added. If we ever head back there manually, we could probably put in a requester chest for that and a couple logistic bots or something. Use up that little bit. Okay, so what are we doing? I can't wait to get the space science outpost going. That's where the game gets fun. Because you start adding all sorts of trains to supply things. Kind of, we've just got the basics of everything. Well, so let's see. Solar panels, electric circuits, green circuits, steel and copper. Honestly, it's almost like you should build it like here or something, because we got green circuits, copper, steel. 3 trains coming to one location. The problem is, I mean, yes, we could send a train of satellites. Not satellites, I'm sorry. Solar panels up here to wherever we do satellites. But at the same time, we could. I mean, there's thoughts to each. One, we could do direct insertion of solar panels into the satellite build, but that's just simply going to be one train off the major network, where we sort of build down here, we'd have less train travel. I'm sorry, not there, but maybe here, by having the circuit trains and steel and copper travel less distance. Literally, green circuits would be here, copper could use this track here. Steel's probably the most inconvenient. You know, as much as would like to keep that kind of, but the idea of, and then, this track here, we've talked about it before. We could bring this up and double track it that way. So that, you know, say the solar panels wouldn't have to come all the way over and over. I mean, it's not horrible, it's just, you know, that might be a little more convenient. I like that idea. I like it. I really do like it. But it's not part of my plan. And I do something for the iron. So I didn't have to come all the way over and down for accumulators. So I'm like I've done that. Nope. I mean, I can see it here that I couldn't possibly be, but I thought I'd done that. Wow. There's a train coming. It's really echoey sounding. That sounded pretty cool. Wow, that's really sounding cool. I love trains. Red circuit trains are flowing pretty hard. How's this doing? It's got 180,000 on board. I think I upped this recently, and that's what it's still doing, is ramping up. Because the train's 32,000, and I like roughly 8 loads on hand, especially for big supply items. So you activate anything and it doesn't take much. So all right, let's do that, and let's move this track up. I talked about bumping this up a row since got all this ore in this intersection. I'd like to be able to include this track in there. Can't attach it to it because that would create a loop. We can have it come across. That's why to leave all this extra room beside builds if possible. So you have room to bring in extra things. And we will do our solar panel build. Guess here. I mean, I'd love to put it right there, but it's just got stuff. Alright, so we're going to need a fair amount of track. If I put a station in here so I could come get this train of track. Have to put in start driving that train's blowing his horn in different places than other trains normally do. It's just echoey. It's really sounding cool. Yeah. Or I can send my personal train up here. I think we'll have enough track. Oops. Auto save. Radar's kind of in the way. That'll work. So we can move that coal line. We can move all these lines technically. This build's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Let's borrow a track from another build. And take this up to AC station, which is probably not in here actually. Actually, you know, let's not go to AC station. Let's take it to BT station, which would be the battery station. Alright, where are you going? I don't get why he doesn't come this way and in. Because there's two different ways you can get there. I prefer there only be one way. Really do, but sometimes, whoops. Sometimes things can't be helped. So at one point we did consider this. That's why there's track here. But I was going to connect it up here, and I realized I didn't really need to do that. Question is, do I want to, if I put it in south, I think it's the right thing to do, just we're probably going to have to move some things. You know what? I just had a... Does create a like a that whole two different way thing. At the same time, I could kind of see myself if I allow tracks to these tracks here to be merged. So what I can't do is merge these two this way. Don't want to create loops. I can permit these. I have to be chain circles. I don't want a train sort of stopping there. That's fine. So I think that's okay. I mean, it's perfect. It's not, but at the same time, so say I had that station over here and it went to make a left on a 4-lane track, it would still have that two-way option. Like it could go this way or it could go this way. It would just have double set of track. So it's not saving me anything to have the 4 lanes of track. This. I definitely want to mine that up. So we're gonna have to move around it. How are we doing on? Oops. This is northeast 3-5 east. Bit of that work on filling that in a little bit. I'll have redirect this track up this way. Could bring it down. It's just we'll have probably like 3 mines in here, so let's not confuse it with that track. Not quite sure what those signals lined up. We don't need to make. Actually, we kind of do. Never mind. I'm thinking. Send this train back, I guess. Don't think we need it. I think we'll be fine that build. Though, if we go to build the let's do the radars down in that same spot. Then we're gonna, so like if I did the solar panels here, radar's probably gonna want some landfill in here. Suppose we can bring the train back when that's the case. Where'd my train go, by the way? Is that it? Did our new track help him route? Yeah. Did. He could go straight south. Cool. So our build, I think it's going to be kind of funky because I'd like to have my T intersection, somewhere in here to get in and might have to build a T off of that and use both radars and I gotta move. Let's do that. I'll just continue this down. Really just need this power, but neat thing about building off it this way is I can put the stacker kind of this way, so it wastes less space. Alright, so what were you building? A 3-item build? Well, this one's been updated. So it's kind of our old red circuits, it looks like. Kind of hard to clean this up, but not horribly. This probably, probably not bad. So we'll put our station over here. Trick. Ghost. Yeah, all right. That'll be our train fuel line. Oh, we finished our worker speed. Wow. Cost $1 million for the next one. Yeah, let's work on laser turret damage for a little bit. We don't have a whole lot of military science on hand, so kind of got to keep our eye on that, but I usually don't. Anyway, let's bring our train in. Suppose we could get the train fuel going. We don't have enough items for that yet. but I can't quite get that over there. I'm not a big fan of those, only hitting one anyways. Alright, drain fuel should be on the way. No. Solar panels can't use productivity modules. Yeah, it only affects one. Let's not do those. That one there in the middle affects 2. We can. Oh, still need more chests. Change these to solar panels. Right? Accumulate your solar panels, yes. $281 circuits. Ugh. How fast these construct? 10 seconds. Let's change that to about 125. Well, what do they take? 15? 30, 60, 90, say 120. So these builds really don't need a ton because it's only building it for satellites and kind of you just need one per rocket, so it's really you don't need a ton. So solar panels stack to 50. I think it's gonna be whatever accumulators is. I got accumulators right over here. What did I set accumulators to? 167. I was wondering why there's no fuel, because there's no bots. on that. We won't do the stop train. We will do kind of what we did for accumulators. This will be solar panels. Let's grab. What do I do with the heat? There's. Copy that onto there. This is getting green. What? Oh, from. But I'm going to redo those circuits. Red value is fine. Green values. The red value for these. Oops, I haven't been connecting this. So we want the control values to set to the 0. It's set on each of those. We have to change them. Anyways, once we set what these are, this will also be X instead of M. Right here, I just didn't recognize it because it had the wrong thing on it. That's not outputting it for some reason on my blueprint to this. Okay. Now, because I removed the train thing, I'm going to need to connect to the station. And we're going to do, instead of enable disable, we're going to do send a train. Though, because there's so many circuits required, I'm tempted to have 2 trains come to one of these, and then in that case, I will want to enable disable. now we're going to go with 1. All right, let's do, so what is this? Solar panels. GC load. Since that's what's most required. And steel and copper on the sides. Let's copy those over. Now, we'll copy these to the dummy stations, but we may not end up using those. Just making sure signal is there, keep them from going over there. Alright, so this is steel. This is copper. And green circuits. Okay. I think we're set. Got enough supplies to start 2 of the trains. So this is GC load. And solar panels, GC unload, inventory empty, and circuit condition E greater than 1. Can wire. Yeah, I don't have a. You can see both of these are outputting a 1. Because 1, our solar panels is less than X. X is 64K when we have 0. So that's outputting a 1. And if our if our green circuits is less than the 0 value, and the 0 value is 8,000, also output an E of 1. There it is. So we're sending a 2 to the train, and we do that. The train leaves. Voila. And we got to do the same thing on each of these. I will do copper since it's a little further travel for the train. We'll have to go back and set up steel. Copper, load east, full, and solar panel cover and load, empty, and circuit condition E greater than 1. Well, as long as everything's set up good, we can leave. Extras of stuff. We're going to bring back copper, right? So let's just dump a little bit. So let's drop that in there. Yeah, green circuit train's back. we should see that it unloads. Some of it should go around to the little boxes, but I'm guessing it won't be, there'll be enough left over such that the train sticks around. So green, this signal should stop outputting E in a moment. And I'm rolling. 16K on hand. And what happened? Because we are not reading the E value from anywhere. Or the value from a roboport. Now it's not outputting E, and likewise, this copper is unloading. This one may leave because it's 8,000, that's half a train load, and we shall see, yeah, it did leave. It's 4,000 some, so yeah, it left. Steel will probably do the same thing, especially since that will activate everything. We actually need to turn the train around since we got that thing on the front. So let's mark our station here. This is SP for solar panels. Now, that would be green circuits just returned. This guy will unload. And this is no longer outputting an E, so the train should just stick around. And it does. That is so cool. I've never used send a train until this map, and that's pretty cool when you only have one train. You don't really need a stagger in this case, because these trains are allowed to come in, they're just not allowed to leave. But that could change if requirements for that station changes. If you want to send more than one train, of course you gotta let the trains leave. Man, look at those bots, man, they're faster than me running now. It's amazing. All right, let's look at, whoops. How's military science doing? Down to 4K. Okay, so... Oh yes, I need to start a steel train. Dink. Steel. What happened to our solar panels? What did I label it as? Oh, that's what I do. It's not right. Steel. Fortunately, you can copy that and paste it wherever I did. Dink. Inventory empty and circuit condition E greater than 1. Unfortunately, you can't copy these copies from station or from train to train, which is a little sad, but you can copy a train schedule, but if you change this, then all this goes away. So, oops, that's set to or. We need to set it to and. Otherwise, it could show up and immediately be sent out because the signal would be greater than 1. It would never get a chance to unload. Okay, beautiful solar panels built. Not quite sure how trains are going to be routed from solar panels, from accumulators to our new build. To our satellite build, which is radars are probably going to go there. Obviously, we could put radars there, but man, it would take these trains come all the way up and around and over, and to get supplies to radars would be a long haul. But radars is also a simple build, and it only requires 5. We have gears here, so I could come down and over, iron, and green circuits. Actually, gears could not come down, it dead ends here, but it could come over here down. Iron could, yes. How are we doing on green circuits, by the way? 800,000 on hand. That's going to be fine until we actually get major science going. Once we go over 1,000 per minute, we're going to be crunching on several things. Steel. 700,000. Steel's really the slow one. Really slow. What was that steel just leaving? Yeah. Well, I am going to go give Space Engineers a try. Not played it before, so I'm going to stream it, but I don't know if I'll end up uploading that one to YouTube, because I'll be all about what control does what, and probably playing the tutorial and stuff, if there is one. Or following YouTube videos if there's not. So, anyways, if that's the case, I don't know if I can. Well, I can probably stream it, but I probably can't put it up on YouTube myself. Anyways, so thanks for watching. If you like what you see and you'd like to see more, do follow me on Twitch, subscribe on YouTube, and if you have any questions or suggestions, leave them in the comment section on YouTube, and I will do my best to answer and or react. We'll catch you later.